Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. Welcome to the Gamer Dad channel. Thank you very much for tuning in. So today we're going to be looking at another technical aspect of the Division 2. Based on some of my last videos where we've been talking very briefly about technical aspects, I've been seeing a lot more comments from new players. In fact, my last video where I talked about builds and whether or not any new player needs, and when I say new player, I'm talking you just got to level 40 or you're still around 100 hours or less, you're still kind of new in the division, if we have to be honest. And I was talking about if players actually need exotic gear to make the best of builds. And my conclusion was that yes, you probably could use them, but it's not necessary, especially for exotics that might be hard to get. And I even started seeing some comments with people saying, this is new players and even veterans, but new players more importantly saying, I'm using one or two builds, my clan is helping me and all of the above. So what I decided is that we just need to continue to discuss new and technical aspects for them, and you guys that are veterans continue to add your own feedback, because that's going to be like an open forum for them to talk about these things. All right, today we're looking at the gunner specialization, and in this particular video I'm going to be talking about 3 or 4 reasons why a lot of agents prefer to use gunner specialization for their gun builds. Now, I'm not saying gunner is the best. In fact, any specialization that works with your gear is the best. But when you see players running the gunner specialization, or if you as a new player have not unlocked this specialization, I guess here might be a compelling reason why you should. The first thing is the coupler talent. This talent basically increases your reload speed every third reload. So it says every third reload your is 50% faster. So basically you're going to be getting this stack of reload speed as you're going. It doesn't seem to have a cooldown. And I think this is one of the reasons a lot of people run it. In fact, it's one of the reasons that I run it, because some of my favorite weapons don't have a lot of rounds in them. My Scorpio has only 7 or 8 rounds in the mag. I don't even remember. And so it's nice to be able to get that reload speed stacking up for me so that I can be taking down enemy NPCs. Also, I've recently started using the Lady Death thanks to Kamikaze Von Doom's depiction of an armor regen build that I like to use now, because for some reason the build just helps me stay alive longer. I mean, armor regen. And Lady Death isn't really packing too much as well in terms of rounds, so it's nice to have that reload speed also stack up for me. And then finally the mop. The mop is basically the the named version of the Scorpio pretty much, and it's in that category. But this mop is very special. This one comes with pumped up, which pretty much says reloading grants 1% weapon damage for 10 seconds and stacks up to 25 times. So when I really need for that reloading to help me to be faster, to help me stack up my damage, you can see where this actually comes in as a specialization under gunner. So that's just one. The second one is very straightforward and simple, and that is this one here. It's called the Incessant. It says killing enemies grants 10% armor. Basically, it just gives you 10% armor whenever you kill an enemy, which also adds to your armor pool. So one thing about 10% armor is arbitrary. It's good, but it's arbitrary. So you will though benefit from it if your armor is kind of high. I mean, think about it. This is almost 2 million armor. 10% of that simply is 200,000 armor. So when your armor is high, you're going to benefit from it. In order to do that or pull that off, you have to make sure that you have pieces that are stacking the blue core attributes. This is one way to go. I still need to finish up some of them in the optimization station, but that's another big benefit that I see from the gunner specialization. Another really cool one that I really like is the supply line. Now, you generate 10% of your total ammo capacity every 60 seconds, and then your party members recover 5%. Now, this particular talent is something that is really cool while you're in the dark zone, because you're just generating your ammo little by little every 60 seconds. It's actually pretty good. Now, there is also another talent that allows for you to generate ammo if you're in a pinch, and it's here in the survivalist specialization. Is it this one? It is this one. You gain 5 ammo per second for your current weapon while performing a cover to cover in combat. So this one really does help you, because as you're moving strategically in survivalist, this is called scraping by, it also does something kind of similar as well. I don't know if the sharpshooter has some weird variation of it. Oh yeah, you're gaining extra arm. No, it's not this one. I can't remember if Oh yeah, there you are. After 20 seconds in cover, you start generating 5 marksman and 5 rifle ammo every 10 seconds. So yeah, if you're using if you're using some sort of a marksman build or a rifle build, that could be beneficial. But with gunner just gives you, in general, your ammo as well as the survivalist specialization. And so this is something that's really that's really good. It's called a supply line talent. And then what's really cool, again, is the drum that this hands you. If you're using an LMG build, this says you're going to be getting a bigger than standard pouch that fits on any belt fed weapon. So a lot of the LMGs, they actually run on a belt fed system, and so there is a particular belt-fed pouch that comes with this. So say your big LMGs that you can run. I mean, they're no longer popular, but the M60, when the game first dropped around the time of the raid, a lot of people found out that the M60 was a very, very good weapon for their builds because, you had a larger weapon pouch that you could use for it. There it is. This is the good time. So let me show you this particular pouch. Let me go ahead and whoa. Okay, I just put it in my I put it in my backpack. I was wondering where it went. Let's just take a look at it and just understand and get a bit broader picture if you wanted to know why that was ever a thing in the game. So here's my good times. I'm gonna go ahead and mod its ammo, whatever. So you have a large pouch, which is something you can get from farming control points. But when you're using the gunner specialization, you have an extra 50 rounds. You have access to a 50 round pouch, which is an extra 15 more rounds. Sorry, that's extra 50 rounds. I meant it's extra 15 more rounds. And so this particular weapon used to still deals a very decent amount of damage. And its RPM is slow, I get it. But with that 100 mag size for the base level, when you add that gunner mag, you now increase your ammo capacity to 150 on your LMG. So it's actually pretty good. This is one of the closest things that you get in terms of firing to the I keep forgetting the Bullet King. Now, yes, the Bullet King is literally 1,000 rounds, no reload, but it doesn't deal as much damage as the M60 does. So the M60 no longer as popular as it was from back in the day, but it used to benefit from everything the gunner would do in terms of those reload, buffs and all of the above. But this is pretty much the end of the video. I wanted to go ahead and do a quick snapshot just to show you some of the reasons that this particular specialization is actually pretty good. And, people may argue and say, but, I like the hardened armor kits because I get 30% bonus armor for 10 seconds. That's fine, but it's not the best in terms of armor. And you're probably wondering, I think Firewall used to be the best for the longest time, or still is. Your armor kit recovers 200% armor and 200% health over 10 seconds. That's insane. In a group, Survivalist is one of the best. Survivalist says, what does it say? It says armor kits now repair over 5 seconds instead of instantly, but also apply to your group members within 20 meters. So, it doesn't have the best. So those are some of its drawbacks. But again, these are some of its best aspects. And so that's pretty much it. Looking forward to you guys' comments. Also looking forward to specialization changes. I mean, I'm sure everybody is, but for the meantime, go ahead and level up your specializations. I'll be talking a little bit more about these in future videos. Thanks so much for watching. I appreciate you guys so much. Peace out.